Hello and welcome to the Largest Day at the Agency. I'm your host, Agent Q. Today, Yuki.
Hi, Yuki guys.
And we're going to be trying to beat this chapter at the very least. Because I feel like this chapter 2 has dragged out. Like, I'm liking this game. I really am. It's like, I feel like I should be on a chapter 3 at this point.
Well, it might be kind of like Baldur's Gate 3, where I spent about half the game or more in Chapter 1 just because of all the side quests.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And And you kind of just started powering through it after that.
Well, kind of, but like, there were still a lot of side quests, just not as many. That and, you know, combat didn't take quite as long because I wasn't so underpowered.
Okay, see, I've beaten chapter 1 in Boulder. Oh, okay, granted, it was, I don't think it was released when I beat chapter 1. I was gonna say, it's like, I don't remember chapter 1 being that long, but. We're storming my palace, right.
I spent about 40 hours in chapter 1 of Baldur's Gate 3.
All right, then.
Smite the Xenos! I can hear your pulse, little thing.
I couldn't agree more, Argenta.
What did she say?
More enemies to face judgment. What a wonderful day, or something to that effect.
I believe. Oh, I think this was just somebody who was supposed to spawn in the last fight.
Like, maybe. Because, yeah, it feels really weird for them to be the only one. It makes me think, like, I'm suspicious.
More opponents for the heavy flavor. All right.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
See, I'm really feeling like let's see, your voice command.
All too easy. Not a problem for me.
All right,
Like,
that feels.
surely if it's just this guy with his one pistol, he has no chance.
Yeah, that's not. All right, no movement. Right, yeah. So.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, he does have, like, a bunker wall in front of him.
Your skill is lacking.
There you go, right through the arrow slit.
Goddamn bird.
Carnage beckons.
What the particle gun is that?
Not what I was expecting from that pistol.
That must be a dark lance.
It's like, okay, some kind of, like, antimatter beam. Holy crap.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what that is, technically.
I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Now I'm thinking of that line from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Is a
Which
laser capable of emitting a beam of pure antimatter?
all right, die.
I deal death with my hands.
Yep. Oh, optionally, we have to search for survivors.
Let's see here. That is just a blast pistol, huh? Yeah, 15 to 25 damage. Yeah, no, oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, no, it's yeah, dark light. So, yep. Laser weapons are effective against targets and covering.
Oh, hey, we missed some goods.
Yay, good. You said that we had to search the exterior?
I don't know if it's the exterior. It just said search for survivors.
I'll do a quick once-over since we're still,
Looks like there are a couple places where we missed some loot, according to the map.
Yep.
State your intention.
I
Little
found some
here.
dudes.
Aren't those the guys we came in with?
I think so. Oh, we found a multi-key thing. That's nice. Never have enough of those. Oh, I found a trap.
A new challenge for me?
Okay, I have thoroughly gone through up here, so
Maybe there's survivors inside. I still see one thing of loot, like, right near where we came in or something. Like the top left corner of the area you're in now.
yep, I got it.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Yep, we're all good. We should be at least.
Right, I guess the survivors are indoors.
Well, they kind of hope they are.
If there are any.
Yeah. Honestly,
Well, it said search for them. It didn't say find them.
yeah. All right, that's just-
Servitor is sort of alive. As far as
Uh,
servitors go.
well, that's athletics up there.
Yep, I've got 100% on those when we're ready.
Follow my lead.
Which, yeah, I think we're just going to have to do those. So go ahead
Try
and
the
do.
Warden.
Compared to
We
naval
need to
service,
investigate.
that was barely a challenge.
A melt-a-charge. Alright,
Ooh.
handy, handy.
All right, now let's make sure to stick together.
Trap.
Pay attention.
Lure Xenos, by the way, but I have 100% on them. I want to check over here, because I suspect there might be another hidden thing. Ah, good.
Another servitor.
Victory awaits.
Okay, some sliths over there. And who knows what off to the sides. Do we want to do the sides first and clear those?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Oh, this looks fairly empty. Oh, hey, there might be a survivor. Technically a survivor.
Doesn't seem to have counted for the quest. You are technically alive.
All right.
I see something in like a little side room thing. Is that downstairs?
Yeah, that
No,
might.
that's further up. Okay. Wait, no? Aha! Here we go. Apparently that guy we talked to died after we talked to him. right,
Right.
ready to do some murdering?
Yay! Death to the Xenos!
Let's regain your throne.
Literally. Mazai casually gestures with his hand, either welcoming you or inviting you to admire the brutal hail. At last, I was beginning to think that your lumbering bucket had perished on the way back. Such a resolution would have satisfied neither you nor me, would it? Xenos lounging on the dynastic throne makes Abelard's face crimson. What? How did you? You will cease defiling a relic of the Imperium with your presence, Xenos scum. What, this abomination? Harry taps his finger on the armrest. With pleasure, but first I will finish my conversation with your master, Monkai. Yukari frees from what? Oh, I could feel your anger, your rage, and your pain from witnessing the state of your halls. I trust that you would appreciate our efforts here. I could have long vanquished in the tangles of the webway without awaiting your arrival, Monkai. I could not refuse myself the small pleasure of savoring your torment at the sight of what I have done to your home. You're still with him, cousin. Her voice tripping with Akazine mockery.
Saccharin.
Saccharin, okay, thank you. How fares your search for your lost family? Or is it being a Monkai's beck and call occupying all of your thoughts and time?
You will be silent, Dark One, or I will silence you myself.
Into the palace, our final battle. Deceived equals can be deceived, but you I merely use. You played the part given to you perfectly. You were exactly where you were supposed to be and did exactly what you were supposed to do. Everything except die. All right, time to die.
I don't want to leave you all alone. You wouldn't appreciate that, would you?
Ooh, cutscene.
Cabalites of the Reaving Tempest, I leave this monkey to you. Enjoy yourselves.
Still with this guy? Alright.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
at least he threw some more minions at us.
And behind us, Dark Eldari Chimeras.
Beastmaster? That's suspicious.
Probably for the Chimeras.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm not seeing
The
that big.
Beastmaster's gonna be my first target.
I'm not seeing that big heavy he put. Let's switch places with him over by the throne. All right. Do you want to huddle in the middle, or do you want to make your way to one side to get back to a wall?
I was gonna engage the Chimeras with Abelard, and then have Yuki go assassinate the Beastmasters, and then we kind of go from there, I guess.
Okay.
Probably throw Pascal at the Sliths to get some kind of tanking on them. Oh, I think the Cabalite Heavy is to the left of the Sliths. Does not feel like the right position for her, but whatever.
Yeah, no, that's a little off on that.
So
Okay,
that
I
kind
will
of setup roughly makes sense.
Yeah, I'll fall back to the other side roughly. Let's have Argenta try to tangle with the. You said you're gonna try to get both Beastmasters right off the bat here?
As best I can, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can murder both of them pretty quick.
Alright. Okay. Abelard's kind of the one I'm worried about with that, so I'm gonna give him the defensive buff over there.
He'll be fine.
He should be fine. This feels like an end of chapter battle, which... Oh, it's going to be fun if it is, because that means we're going to be...
Nah, I think the dude is gonna be our end of chapter battle.
Alright.
Already done.
Let's get you pumped up round 1. Oh, I like both of those. Yeah, let's do this.
Nothing I can't do.
Roll the stratagem. Alright, I'll buff Abelard up a little bit more.
Too easy.
And let's give Argenta 1 round of blasting.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Was that who you were trying to hit?
Yes,
Okay.
because once I do that, I can trigger an ability to get my bigger blast.
It's why I was chosen.
Oh, that's good there. And that's good there.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Have to pray down. Land the bounty.
If I must.
Nope, need some more damage on that.
If
All
it
right.
serves your cause.
Armor pen.
I understand.
Damage.
your intent. This tedium is beneath me. Another soul slips beyond the veil. If it serves
Let's
your
start putting some
cause.
points into that scribe.
I will endure.
I don't like how those Sithis are buffing people around them.
Hand in hand.
Yeah, that was a little concerning.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting them to just charge up and start shooting at Abelard.
I'm not complaining too much.
Yeah, that's fine if that's what they want to do.
I'll do it.
Pretty much freeze Pascal up to just go murder that heavy or something instead.
Yep.
The Emperor commands, I act.
Oh. So what's this do?
Slith probably have natural armor. Yeah, they do.
My Emperor. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor.
Oh.
Okay, so the Beastmasters have an ability called Command, which is similar to your thing. It gives the ally an extra turn.
What are these Sithis got going on here? Mercenary. Damage dealt any Sithis within a 3-cell radius. Okay, 30% damage reduction for anything around. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, no, Sithis are just tanky son of bitches. Oh, you're putting them through the fire.
That's fine.
This is a big damage put out here. I feel like these Beastmasters are going to have too much crazy with them. What do these Chimeras have on them? 'Cause we should probably check these. Phase shift. I can't figure it. Doesn't tell me what that does. Okay.
Oh, there's one Beastmaster down.
Another clean
Well, okay then.
curse you miscreant!
You know, it's sad, but if we probably had a Psyker with us, we'd probably be doing extra bits here too. I feel like that's
Watch and learn.
You've unleashed my fury.
Another clean strike.
well, almost. We have 5 HP left.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Why did that end your turn?
I don't think it did end my turn. I think it just triggered an attack from the Chimeras.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yep, there was a update to this game, so
Hi Yukin Yukika 13 Wave Yukika 13 Wave, I stopped by to say hello. It's too late for me, so lurk Yukika 13 Blanket Yukika 13 Blanket.
all right. Thank you for the lurk. Have a good night rest.
There's nowhere to hide.
Hi, Para. Thank you for lurking.
Another clean
Oh, yeah. Looks like my text-to-speech wasn't working. Okay, that should fix it, I think.
learn. Another clean strike.
You call this a strike?
And then you're just going to do the go back thing and just kill them all.
You will pay for this in
Probably. Is there a way I can get them both? I don't think there is.
That didn't hurt at that time.
I think it's that phase shift thing of theirs. I think, like, every other attack does no damage or something.
You didn't stand a chance. There's nowhere to hide.
So do you get a death from above charge if you kill him with the go back thing command like that?
Not that I know of. Yeah, no. Because it still counts as killing them with death from above, and death from above is the only thing that doesn't give you charges for that.
All right.
But hey, I almost filled the gauge back up again.
Yay.
Hey, I can use Poise to Strike for 0 AP that I forgot to use earlier. Why? Okay. My command bars are empty, which seems like a problem.
Wait, I'm in control of Abelard for some reason.
I
I think.
think we might have some kind of desync going on.
We'll see what it does. So,
I have access to his regular attacks, but not to any of his abilities. We might have to, like, quick save and reload? Yeah, it looks like you're just pinging the ability from my end.
all right, let's try
Pinging the
that.
attack.
And launch. Scuff is scuff. So do you think we're going to chase after this guy after this fight, or do you think we're just going to kind of like reset the capital?
Oh, we're probably gonna chase after him. Okay, there we go. Now we're back in business. No, I've got everything back on my side now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, I
I
was
think that's just allowing you to suggest attacks.
yeah, I didn't know that was a thing till now. Wait, why did Argenta's fire move?
I have no idea.
Move and charge the Sithis. Oh, actually, if you can go get to the heavy.
Yuki can take care of the heavy. That should be fine. I think what I'm gonna do is come up to these two.
Oh, and it's that's the guy behind him, right?
Reduced to dust.
Oh look, they went into melee with Yuki.
Neat.
That was not wise for them.
No, it was not.
Nothing I can't do.
I do like that both Yuki and Abelard's heroic actions produced so much momentum that it almost completely refilled the bar.
Yeah, all right.
All too easy.
Oh shit.
I'll do it.
Don't forget, you can move while within melee range as long as you're still in a threatened square.
No, this is the super ability, so I can't actually move right now.
For the weak.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, I glitched that out a bit.
Suits my purposes. Nothing I can't do.
I was at 95. All right, I forgot I set that up beforehand. All right,
If I
extra
must,
damage,
I understand your intent.
penetration.
This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause, fortune favors
All
the
this
swift.
bonus health is ridiculous.
I
Oh,
am
from all the
not
shit we got going on.
Ancestors guide me.
It's all from that one accessory.
Serves your cause.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged. I am his will made manifest.
All right, moving here so I can shoot him and not Abelard.
I'll do it.
All right, fire,
You are the Emperor.
melee.
Emperor commands. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands.
More fire. Oh, I forgot to use that ability, darn it.
Good news, his natural armor
I'll do it.
is wearing down. I'm not sure what triggered that exactly.
Oh, reloaded my gun.
Ah, okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, I got fire. And Bastard is really resistant to fire, it feels like.
I guess pain resistance didn't do anything. Alright.
I feel like there might be a couple glitches going on right around here. Oh, there was one back there.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Oh, that was the leader, apparently. Okay, that's interesting.
Was your biggest mistake.
Yeah, the leader was unexpectedly weak.
No, the leader's the one we haven't killed yet, I think.
Oh, on the way back there? The Cyberite?
Is that a named one or?
Darn, not quite enough movement to get me there.
Nope. They've got a ridiculously good dodge.
Yeah.
I've suffered worse.
Well, darn. Use all this movement I hardly ever managed to get a use out of. All right.
Already done.
What's this one? Death Waltz. Yeah, we can do that.
Easy.
Nope, just outrange. Got it. Oh.
Suits my purposes.
Yeah, fuck. And I'm out of range of everything else, so that's done.
Ow. Elite has barely any movement at all, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, she's the sniper.
Yeah? Still, though.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If I must. If it serves your cause.
Okay, what are the other ones I got here?
I understand your intent.
All right, let's go.
This tedium is beneath. No weakness is hidden from my sight. I deal death with my hands.
You know, I know we're rocking some pretty good weapons and powers right now, but I feel kind of lackluster.
It's about time.
It probably wasn't very tactically sound for them to go after Abelard either. I think that might be everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, this feels weird. All right, let's grab the throne and see if it explodes.
I'll lay claim
That's all
to
you.
the stars.
Nope. We just leave now?
I think we just leave. Well, there is this kind of path to the left I don't think we went down before. Yeah, this door seems to be open now.
These are covered in Drukhari blood and his own. Shaw looks around with a haunted expression on his face. He finally manages to focus his gaze and he lets out a barely audible gasp. God, Emperor, preserve me. Could it be? Is it truly your lordship? Sucks an exaggerating coughing fit. His hand's gasping for his respirator on its golden chain, but it's missing. You okay there, Yuki? You're alive. Your lordship, I've been praying for the immortal one for your swift return. The people of Jagras fought to the last, but the onslaught of the enemy's humanity was vicious and brutal. Inspect his wounds. That's covered in an unthinkable number of cuts and injuries. Chakari put great effort healing his every moment with shearing pain. However, none of the wounds are life-threatening. All right, let's get some first aid on you. Yes. Your time on me, your lordship. All right, what happened here? When the report came from orbit about Xenos attacks, I was in the administration hall resolving the matters of your succession. I rushed to my shuttle and prayed to the God Emperor that would reach the palace before they struck. Before I get rid of all of the tickets and documents I had gathered, the palace was besieged. I had to take a risk and burn it all. Xenos surrounded. I don't like that. Xenos surrounded me when I was setting fire to the last remnant orders, and they decided to have fun with me. The Holy Emperor delivered me from the memory. Tell them nothing, but they didn't ask me anything. They didn't look for anything. They didn't so much as poke around the palace range.
Or is it that you do not remember anything, Monkey? And it was their intent that you did not?
Okay. Why are they torturing you? Why? Achilles lets out a chuckle. So it's the nature of the enemies of humanity, Lordship. They have a taste for our pain. Chakari, technically, literally, will glean anything from your attackers. Burnt lip twist. Funnily enough, I was your lordship. Chakari had no idea that a mere Adeptus Administratum secretary could understand their alien speech. Over the course of my torture, I came to understand that Xenos had been receiving help from humans all this time, renegades or pirates or something of the sort. I will take time to invent these traitors to humanity, but I give my word that they will pay for what happened on Daggeras. All right, how did you fail to notice the attack? Okay, to be fair, I know why, but we're gonna have to go through that. I focused all my attention on the investigation, the attacks across the Protectorate. Suspect that there was something bigger behind the Xenos attacks, but saw in the Rogue Trader's capital.
Afternoon, fellas.
Or even Chakari never thought.
Hi.
Hey, Pickett. Close and grimace.
And therein lies the reason for your failure, Burnt Monkey. Your mind was narrow, as the minds of your kind are wont to be.
I love how he's like burned. Then he shoots your hateful look and mutters through his I am aware.
You notice a brief flash of sympathy in your leet's eyes. There is no wisdom in blaming yourself. A monkey's intellect is weak and can never fathom the depths of my dark kin's treachery and twistedness of thought. Had there been another monkey in your place, the paths of fate would have remained unchanged.
Okay, like that's a bit of racism on their part, because like the darkest coven of the darkest flesh crafters in all of Kamara actually is very scared of a single human. How fucked up and twisted he is. His bows and draws from his palace. All right.
Your lordship, thanks to your breakthrough, we are able to clear out the estate. Right now, with the aid of your ship's augurs from orbit, the surface troops are sweeping the streets of the Hive. Squads have been sent deeper into the city. Several units have been assigned. My apologies, of course. You will learn of all this from the reports. Your appearance on Dargonis is a boon from the God Emperor, who has brought us salvation. On behalf of all Dargonis and House Brosarian, I thank you for delivering us from our foes.
My duty, I was doing my duty and nothing more.
And by your will, you have preserved countless lives, your lordship. Dargonis owes you a debt that can never be repaid. We will continue the cleanup of the estate and the neighboring territories. We must deal with the rubble,
The corpses and any after effects of the fighting, the surviving forces will be enough to repel any sporadic enemy attacks if they are launched. According to the latest reports, the Xenos are pulling out en masse. Other matters require your attention. I won't detain you any longer. Please allow us to ensure that Dargonis return to its former glory.
Yeah, surely they're not regrouping for a second attack or anything.
Mistress
Yeah.
Ptolemy has sent a message requesting an audience. She has a critical report to deliver, and she'll be waiting for you on the ship's bridge.
Okay.
What is
Oh.
that?
Medkits.
We can always take more of those.
Follow my lead.
Oh, I can't go leave for my shuttle from here. Oh, you know, actually, it would be cool if we got like the view from this spot now, like the city's in rubble. Like the juxtaposition
Yeah.
would be cool there. No, my bed.
Fine.
Oh, we found an aristocrat in it, I guess.
Literally hiding under the sheets. All right, you want to use athletics and get us back down?
Experience. Nothing matters more.
I wonder if it's glitching out for a shortcut or if it's actually making us walk all the way back intentionally. Or if we're just missing a normal shortcut.
I don't know. I think it's making us walk back.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Granted, the walk isn't particularly far, and it's relatively straightforward, so...
Yeah. Just feels a little odd. This game has been really good about like, making you walk back.
Hi.
Oh, maybe if we talk to Worsarian again. Hi, Rush.
Sup?
Nice to see you. Maybe if we talked to Worsarian again, she would have let us go back to the ship.
Oh, that might have been it. Ooh, cutscene?
Is he joining the crew? No. Welcome back, Lord Captain. During your absence, we assisted the ground forces by coordinating their movements from orbit. Detailed casualty and damage reports have been submitted for your perusal. I regret to inform that the capital world has been dealt a serious blow. Xenos raids are rarely protracted affairs, but this one lasted much longer than any other. The enemies of humanity eliminated or captured millions of your subjects. Most of the defense systems were obliterated, and several administrative complexes were razed to the ground. It would take time for Dargonis to fully recover. I've been given Scalender's reports that he failed to deliver in time. They indicate that the Xenos activity dropped sharply before your departure for the Cinerus Maleficum. Considering the scale of the Dargonis raid, it is safe to assume the Drukhari used up all the forces at their disposal and may now require some time to replenish the losses. Achilles is presently recuperating from his severe wounds, and without his aid, we are temporarily blind to the scheming of these enemies of humanity. However, our strategies are still hoping for a lull in attacks and raids, which will allow us to gather our strength for a new conflict. Lord Captain, permission to report, the Voxmaster says, looking at you deferentially. Your wise Lex mechanics have analyzed the state of the Protectorate, and they believe that, thanks to your decisive actions, the acute phase of the crisis has passed. The domain of the Von Valentius dynasty is no longer facing dissolution and ruin.
Just a little rough around the edges and slightly burned.
What's more, bringing Footfall to heel has strengthened your position as a rogue trader. Lady Theodora would have been glad to have such an important trade hub come under her sphere of influence. In honor of such a resounding triumph, Darganis has the capital world of your dynasty's domain, is currently making preparations for the Magna Accessio, a grand ceremony of your public induction as the heir of the Honorable Theodora von Valentius.
Alright, hopefully that didn't come out too bad on stream. Sorry about that.
Governor Drivestem has vowed that not even the recent devastating and tragic events will be permitted to cast a shadow over this most glorious occasion.
You know, because there's nothing more important than swearing me in other than, you know, the ruined capital and all the administratum and all the... You know what? Let's just go with it, right? You know, who cares if everything else is burning, being destroyed? Time for a grand ceremony in my gilded ballroom, right?
Absolutely. Do not underestimate Governor Drivestem's desire to find favor with your lordship. At this very moment, thousands of your subjects are clearing rubble, washing away bloodstains, sweeping the streets, and transporting corpses to the lower sectors. The wardens have been tasked with clearing the ceremony venue of the injured and those who were burned out of their houses. They will be forcibly moved to the industrial levels. Rest assured, by the start of the festivities, the capital's wounds will be, if not healed, then well hidden under the elaborate set dressing.
Alright, that was the ceremony. I swear an oath and I shake a lot of sweaty hands.
The grill of the Vox built into Vigdis's face lets out a short rattle that indicates a chuckle. That much is certain, but that's not all there is to it. There will also be a reception, as well as other noble guests. The distinguished rogue traders Caligos Winterscale and Incendia Corda will be in attendance. It will be a great honor for Darganis to host 3 illustrious dynasties at once.
Especially in the state of ruin.
Your servants wish to know of your opinion on 2 matters related to the ceremony arrangements. The first of which is, what festive activities are to take place in the capital on this glorious day?
Alright. Did the rogue traders of the other dynasties flock to Theodora's Magna Arca as well?
Archival records indicate that they did. Lady Theodora's Magna Accessio was attended by the esteemed Caligos Winterscale and Aspice Cordia, Escendia's predecessor. It is an informal tradition. By witnessing the ceremony, the heads of the other dynasties confirm that they recognize the new rogue trader as their equal, that they are willing to respect the new rogue trader's privileges, and not encroach upon their holdings. No more than usual, at least.
Alright, let's see here. We have the poor be fed, fuel cells handed out to those in need. My reign shall begin with the act of benevolence. Execute every known embezzler, scoundrel, and conman. Begin reigning my ground by the Virgin of Bourbon. I will wish to hear prayers and witness the people's faith. See, giving up. Really, everyone holding fight between tougher serfs. Yeah, just me wanting to help out right now kind of wants to go with the Iron Cast. But I feel like the dogmatic choice right now would be the main one. Let's execute all the assholes. What's more death to go on top of death, right? I am death incarnate. I rated doom to all.
Very symbolic, Lord Captain, and beneficial to your domain. The second matter on your servants' minds is, which two of your closest companions will be given the honor of standing by your side during the ceremony?
All right, Argenta, just because she has been too,
All whose hearts burn with the fire of faith will appreciate this gesture. And who will be your second companion?
oh, I'm thinking, yeah, Abelard or Pascal, and it's. I feel like Abelard deserves it.
Could also see going with Kybella if you wish to instill a reign of fear.
Here's a cultist and another cultist. Both, one brings death, one brings fire. Try me. No, I like Abelard. He's a good boy.
The servants of House von Valencius will see this in the continuity of the dynasty's glorious traditions.
Oh, okay, so we got a lot of people from that. Nice.
I won't keep you any further. Thank you for your time, Lord Captain. I will see to it that your instructions are delivered to Darganis. The Master of Ceremonies at the palace will report to you when the capital is ready to praise your name.
Oh.
That was a whole lot of doing that voice.
Yeah, sorry. Like I said, I think this is going to be the end of the chapter now. I feel that guy feels like he's going to die in like chapter 4, maybe 5. Drukhari. 'Cause I feel like that's going to be a deeper plot going on there. All right. Pascal's voice pours of his Vox system, crackling like thin ice under pressure. Clear whether this is nothing more than static or an expression of some emotional, understandable only to the tech priest himself. Agent Q, following the Omnissiah's guidance, I request permission to execute the report protocol that entails describing suboptimalities within the recorded operations of the ship's systems and subsequently proposing the appropriate course of action. I'm listening. Initiating exposition.
Yep.
Oh, okay then. With the Omnissiah's blessing, I conducted several resistance of tech meditation in an effort to transpose the available data streams into a matrix of patterns that is subject to this analysis compromise evidence of deviation in the operation of the ship's systems and servitors, as well as irregularities in the algorithms of the ship's logs. I have arrived at the following conclusion. This vessel's machine spirit is most extraordinary. A full cycle of sacred diagnostics must be performed, followed by a compromittal ritual. This ritual will force the spirit responsible for those recent events to reveal itself. Once it does, we will be able to understand its nature and take appropriate applications to said nature.
I think that's literally them doing a ritual where they just compliment the spirit until it shows up to talk to them.
I mean, this is futuristic IT, so
Who's a good computer?
Oh, trust me, the advanced machine spirits in the 40K Millennium are absolutely bonkers too. All right, let's go pause for application to the entity that appears before us. If the machine spirit of great might, we might appease it and humbly ask about the reasons behind the portents it has shown us. If it is the abomination of tech heresy, the complementary ritual will help us purge the ship of unhallowed processes. All right, very well. Let's proceed with this ritual. You have my gratitude, Agent Q. I will notify my tech comrades to begin their preparations for the Complementa ritual at once.
We did not find the hidden cache on Darganis.
Oh. Right there of the tech priest's words of prayers. The bridge feels unusually quiet. All sounds sink into vicious silence like pebbles sinking into water. Agent Q, my tech comrades have spent the assigned number of cycles in prayer and vigil. Everything is prepared for the Complementa ritual of cleansing. Its commencement will require an authorization key in the form of the blood of the Von Valencians. If you are ready, place your hand on the Cyber Gargoyles receiving module. Where's the crew? All personnel whose function is below critical have been removed from the duration of the sacred ritual. What problems are what we might encounter? Without freezes momentarily. When you start speaking again, you can tell how carefully he's choosing his words. A sight most uncharacteristic of Magos Humanon. The bonds of possibility are vast. We cannot be certain what we are dealing with until the calculations are complete. However, there exists a risk that all that we have observed here on this ship are manifestations of abominable intelligence. What's
I
abominable?
regret to inform you just failed an alternate ending quest.
Did that pop up on the side, or were you just looking that up?
Well, it popped up on the top of the screen that we failed the quest, and I looked up what it was to see if we missed anything important. And, yeah, it says completing this quest is necessary to unlock the secret endings.
Like all of them?
I think all of them.
Alright. Let's keep going. Voice sounds hollow and seems to carry echoes of canards of the distant past. A transgression, a sentient mechanism created by humans' hands, but no longer needing its masters. A rebellious besieged spirit that has forgotten the will of the Omnissiah who sent it to serve and aid humanity, not to exist for its own sake. Only once before did our ancestors underestimate the menace that is abominable intelligence and its terrible power. A great war followed, one that humanity nearly lost. After that calamity, creation of sentient machines was categorically forbidden, and such abominations without expectation must now face deconstruction. So yeah, when they were referred to the Dark Age, or the that kicked
Basically
off
the AI wars.
Well, that's what kicked off the Dark Age. There was about 3 different apocalypses. The first one starting with the Terminator one. And that was the nice one, by the way.
The
other
nice
2
apocalypse.
Well, out of the 3 consecutive doomsday scenarios humanity had to suffer, the robot uprising was the nicest. All right. Put the hand in. Very cold metal burns your palm. This time, however, the servitor's jaw, instead of brutally clamping down your hand, you squeeze it slightly. You feel a thin rivulet of hot blood beginning where the metal fangs pierce your skin. Growls rise
Do
from...
you want a small spoiler that may or may not mean anything to you?
Yes.
Okay. At this point, we would learn, if we had completed the quest, that the machine spirit would reveal itself to us as Nomus.
Nope. So it's probably an AI, but activating filtration protocols. Luminous vicious silence, bridge rushes forward, wraps you in a tight cocoon. The glows of the vis screen dims to the flare life. Analysis, hypoth intrusion, analysis, hypoth lockout, hypoth analysis provision, OS sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so like we needed that to help the shit. Oh, wait, you are really making me wanting to go back and grab that.
I mean, we could do it and just skip over the dialogue. We saved, like,
We save a
mid-fight,
lot.
right?
Well, okay, where do we have to get it from?
Let me find out.
Let's look into that really quick. Okay, everybody, because normally I don't like doing that, especially in RPGs like this. But
Okay. Yeah, so I think we'd already gotten the hidden cache on Kyavagama, and we decrypted the personal cogitator. So the only thing that we had left was the Dargonis one, I think. Which is probably why it said we failed that. Seeing classifying. Pardon. Okay. After starting Chapter 2, interact with the Cogitator on the Void Ship Bridge. Same one that saved the ship at the end of the escape quest. Place your hand in the server's maw. You can ask Abelard and Idra about the cache on Dargonis. Each one will give you one of the clues needed to solve the puzzle there. On Dargonis, go to your room inside the Von Valencius passage. Enter Theodora's treasure room and sit on the sofa. You need to choose the same options Theodora would have chosen. And then there's a list of them. Have a glass of wine, choose a book, and then change the music.
like on the ship or like in the palace?
No, in the palace. Because it says on Dargonis, go to your room inside the Von Valencius passage, and then enter Theodora's treasure room and sit on the sofa.
Oh, can we do that before it got attacked even?
I think we had to... I think we could have done it either way, because I think even after the attack, we still could have gone to the treasure room. Maybe? I mean, it didn't fail it until now, so presumably we still had access.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it really quick, because we'll reload and we will try.
Did we save after the fight?
Oh yes, should be right after we went up to the void ship. Right before we went to the void ship.
Ah, okay, perfect.
Yep, that's why I was kind of like looking at our saves and like, okay, that's not too much, and it's like, what again? Like I said, I don't normally like doing that, but it's like this feels like we're missing a little too much.
Yeah, it does seem like it would be a pretty significant impact on the game's story.
Which I could definitely understand. Like, there is a balancing for this kind of stuff, so.
Oops, wrong way.
Now, granted, it can swing both ways, or like, so much stuff doesn't matter, or that. Or if you've ever played Final Fantasy X2, oh my god. I think about 80% of the story is hidden in side quests that are missable, if not taken in the correct order.
Oh.
That sounds horrible, doesn't it?
Yep.
Like, you don't even get the main villain's motivation and how he did it if you don't do it.
Which is just going to make it feel like bad game design to people.
Yep.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we have to go up.
Yep.
So, let's hop up there.
It's about
And then-
time.
I think it's over here.
Somewhere? I don't remember where the treasure room is exactly. Well, it says to go to your room, and then from there go to the treasure room, so hypothetically we have to enter there through here somewhere?
Was there a secret passage in here somewhere? Can we access it right now, even? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
A new challenge for me?
Feel like I think we failed it.
You look around. I'll keep doing some research.
All right, will do on that. All right, guys, it shouldn't be.
I'll lay claim to the stars. None shall stand in my way.
Yeah, I'm starting to think it's too far back.
To open the secret door is to the left of the bed on the left side of the mirror.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So, yep, this was something we had to do way before, I'm guessing. Like,
Yeah.
You want to look around for a second, and I will see if I can take a look.
Sure. Yeah, because it's not like we can even leave the world and come back, because as soon as we go to the void ship, we trigger the event.
Yeah.
Looks like on this version of the map they just don't have that room anymore.
Yeah, it looks like yeah, it's oh.
Yeah. Okay, so I think not only did we need to get the thing from Dargonis before this, I think we had to feed both the caches into the cogitator on the void ship before this event happens.
All right. So, yep, we've just missed it.
Darn. I don't suppose you quick saved before loading.
Never doubt
No,
me.
mostly because that I couldn't at that point, and it was mostly just dialogue.
Fair enough.
Which, while when we're reading it, yeah, it does take some time, but just going click, 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 we probably
Yeah,
would
I
be on.
figured it wasn't a huge loss even if we hadn't saved.
Yeah. Oh, that's irritating. But these games are also feel like they're meant for like a new game plus kind of thing too. A lot of the time. Although hopefully not as bad as the new Silent Hill game. Oh my god, I've heard so many people have been pretty irritated about that. Because it's written by like a visual novel writer that's known for being repetitive, like, you know, play through the game multiple times. So only the bad endings available after your first session.
Yeah, that's super annoying.
That and apparently the normal difficulty is called story mode.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people jump up to the one after that because it's like, oh, story mode, that's just easy mode, right? No, the mode above that's hard mode and expects you to have all of your upgrades from the previous playthrough. Okay, yep.
Yeah, we're not going to read it all again.
Yep, all right, ceremony, yep. Just make sure we got that. Execute the embezzlers, Abelard, and our Genta. Okay, Abelard's the one who got me that. It wasn't the combination. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, you didn't... I think it's like when you've locked in both choices that it determines what stuff you get, but...
No, it gave it to me when I clicked Abelard. That's just his bonus. All right. All right. Pascal, what's going on? Celebratory ritual is proceeding as intended. That's all. Hands over his Vox meter in surprise. Just stop. Nonetheless, quiet. Hello. Hello to you too. Are glad to. Namos are glad to be speaking. Are here. Namos have long been here. Why are you here? Did you silence Pascal? That's why I did no disturbance, only quiet. And other people silent too? Sometimes, some people. Namos can do many things. We do not always know what or how. We do not know we could make silence until now. I think Pascal, be quiet for a moment. We'll shoot you in sidelong. He too was memorized to object, practically stunned and silent by the Koch and everything that's happening around you. Proof silence, Namos glad. What are you? Namos, we are Namos. And then back to just his silent Vox system. Alright, but what is Namos? No data available, no answer. We do not know. Are you a machine spirit?
No, we want to know.
We want to know. We do not know. Namos do not know themselves. What do you want? Are you friend or foe? Thus, please, I pause for conversation. And then one of them displays Namos von Valencius. We are your blood. Most are a sentinel. We awake when the strange light invaded the ship. We protect you when you need help. We escort you when you were surrounded by danger. Namos, our movement. We carry you through the frightening, the waiting, the measureless. We hope when our allied heart was refusing to awaken. He called us a hallowed spirit and asked us to guard you against your doom. Did everything to please you. Why? Oh, man, do I really want that extra thing now? God damn it. Mostly deep, almost painful. The horizon of light surrounds you, thick, practically tangible. Numbers.
Cheap UERs on streambo.com. Remove the space at 7NLNN206.
I need to ban stream booze, the wet word. I keep forgetting to do that. Why do you fear us?
Reporting.
Understand you. on your hand, which still trapped inside the cyber gargoyle's jaws. Her nods a few times as if it's shaking your hand. Its teeth, Namos, are glad. Namos, enjoy understanding too. The silent fox taps the conjurer keys and directs your attention to the smallest bit screen it reads. Let's take instruction. Up to 1. Finish the cowboy ritual. Will banish the entity Namos. Up to 2. Stop the ritual. Initiate. Indication said will keys entity Namos. Doesn't want to be banished. Namos wants to help. Namos wants to understand. All right, Pascal, what's your take on this? Is it a monster or a machine spirit? It's again unclear. Data estimate. The possibilities are two. There's the words he was about to type, then frowns. The start typing again. A strange expression appears on his face. I think the essence of the entity Namos is beyond my reach at present. The hypersensitive spectrum ranges from the extreme of abominable intelligence to the extreme of great machine spirit is the Omnissire's apostle. The right of tech communication appears to be a reasonable solution. Will take many cycles, but allow me to come close to understanding the entity, making contact with it. All right, yeah. Are you responsible for all this weird going on? Yes. Namos did that. We only want to understand to see how things worked. What else can you? Namos tries new things. Do you want to see? Everyone slowly turns its head, dragging your hand along with it. The skull's eyes flash red.
Follow on Blue Sky at agent123.bsky.social and watch the archive at https://www.youtube.com/agentq123.
Do you want us to do it again? Let's start tapping furiously the small bit screen. Execute. You were invoking the machine spirit. That's required. Ritual maintenance requested. Namos enjoyed QD. Agent Q is our blood. Remember the will of the rogue trader. I once order you to stop. If none but I in the Imperium law can dictate the lives of who dies. Do it again. Oh, I'm a reason. Let's go with that. Yeah, it's a little off, but I like that a little bit better for my choices. Tilt its head. We stop their functions. You not turn machines off sometimes? We do not know how to turn a human back on. Not yet, but after enough experiments, we will. Always learning new things. That's the nature of this entity until we know the truth. Namos allowed to exist on the ship. Namos will want to learn what we are to. Add things to your log that might help you. A long breath. Decision is made. I will begin my preparations for communication right at once. Many cycles of interaction with the Indian Namos await me, but I welcome the task and accept it from the Omnissiah. I'll stop short and realize that his Vox system is working once more. I'm glad Agent Q will speak with us too, and I want you to speak with us too. Captain's body lacks the sacred implant necessary for tech communication through Sheet Spirit's code. But if such as you wish it to you, we can converse with lowly sound speech as he is doing now. Beginning to see or spawn of corruption. We are lonely, but we can wait. Our work here is done. We will let my tech colleagues know that we are stopping the communication ritual. Thank you for appearing before us, Entity Namos. So I wonder if it's like smarter or what would go on with that.
Well, it would have probably since what you're giving it is its data logs. Basically, it might know who it is.
Tech plate that we obtained from. I do not understand how. Oh, that's not good. Okay, then I think we had some.
When you approach, Fignis pulls away from fine-tuning another Vox and bows her head. Lord Captain, the ship informed me of our imminent meeting.
All right. Do you recall anything unusual about Theodora's travels? Do the words incident number or tech light ring a bell?
All of Lady Theodora's journeys could be considered unusual. Her odysseys were always audacious. As for the words you mentioned, none of them sound familiar to me, as far as I can tell. Except maybe the incident. I recall coming across this word in transmissions several times. I think it was repeated by the former Engineer, the one who perished during Conrad Voigtvir's uprising. He was describing it as the incident, something quite remarkable. Apparently, at some point in the past, the entire ship was hit by a massive system failure. All systems stopped responding for 1/5 of a second. Most of the crew, including myself, as I was likely on board at the time, did not notice anything strange. But the tech priests are sensitive to such things. That is all I can tell you, Lord Captain. I wish I could help more.
Well, that'll be all.
I live to serve, Lord Captain.
Okay, so that is an actual weird part about the 40k lore is basic like or not like advanced machines can develop machine spirits that do develop consciousnesses. Like it doesn't happen a lot, but it is possible. One incident coming to mind where an Imperial fish ship like it kind of developed its own thing like Namos, and all the tech priests aboard the ship were always so happy to like connect to it every time they're going into battle, because the damn thing just basically would scream and profanities and rage at their enemy ships. Okay, what are we doing? Going back to the planet, I think.
Are we?
Could be, because that was the last meeting to decide that.
Well, it
Yeah.
said they would alert us when they were ready for us. But maybe that's immediately?
Yeah, possibly. All right, that's still going on there. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go back to the palace really quick to see if we can. Because if we can still unlock this, I'm going to be kind of curious.
I think it's too late since it showed that quest failure, but
Yeah,
we might still be able to get the data cache in like retroactively, even though we can't use it anymore. Oh, it's just you? Okay.
okay, yeah, this is interesting. Okay. Yeah, because this is how it's normally supposed to be. Okay, so I need to go to my room, correct?
Yeah, to the bedroom, and then there should be a thing on the mirror that gets you into the, Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
You
because I've
just
been
walk
here.
right in. And then there's
before.
that couch up there, and I think at one point I sat on the couch, but I don't think you ever did.
Okay, and then it was have a glass of wine.
So there's like sub options for each of these, I think. Let me pull it back up again.
Yeah, so I was going to have you check on that.
Alright. So yeah, first is have a glass of wine and pour a glass of the Flame of Purity.
All right.
And then choose a book.
Yep.
Litanies of the Motive Force.
It needs the motive force. Okay. Then change music.
Change the music. The Symphony of Honor and Duty Part 2.
That's with the correct ingredients. How a small nook reveals itself on the walls. Data bank, the Von Valencian coat of arms.
So now you would hypothetically be able to go and interact with the gargoyle thing again and give it the data crypts. I don't know if it'll work at this point or not, though.
We'll try it really quick. That way I get to come down in the proper place. But the door mechanic is really irritating. Oh shoot, did I go to the wrong spot? Oh, I think I might have just kicked off the final quest here. Nope, okay, we're all good. What was going back to ship? Back to bridge. I mean, I could feel like they don't want to do that, like, or that quest is fail until. Yep, no, we can't.
Yeah, it doesn't give the option now.
Yep.
I am curious if the inventory shows both the data crypt items.
It'd be under what, key items?
Probably.
Notable.
Whoops. Data
The-
bank from Dargonis. Cracked data slate.
yeah, it doesn't
Probably
look
looks
like it.
that. Data slate with notes. 16 universal laws. No, here it is. Data bank from Kiavagama. Top right corner. If you're doing from newest to oldest sort.
Hidden chamber really kind of got well did.
So, yeah, we have both the data banks now, but it won't accept them because we passed the point where we were supposed to have inserted them.
All right. Mildly irritating, and it's like I don't want to do the whole planet again, and the
Yeah.
previous planet, and it's like,
Well, we would have to go back to before the space battle, I think.
which means we have to go back before we went to the other planet. Okay, where is the
Weird
master?
that it started you so far away this time.
Well, I really did the courtyard, but I expected the master of ceremonies to be like by. All right, let's check.
I think he's by the throne.
Like in the palace.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because it like put me there as like the quest marker, not the other one. It's, you know, I don't. Some of this game's choices are a bit strange, but
Yeah.
I understand Owlcat gets overly passionate and goes large scale more than they do fine detail so often. So I am fairly okay with. There you go. There he is. Okay, yeah. So
Yep, there he is.
for the Fires Cloth, your lordship, it's a great honor to serve you in an undertaking as monumental and glorious as the Magni Ascensiono ceremony. Everything ready? The palace decorations are prepared and we are ready to begin at your command. The festival activities in the capital likewise arranged, and the guests of honor either have arrived on the planet or are awaiting invitation in nearby orbit. Servants are already in your chambers to see it to they have been garbed for the occasion. Let us begin. May the Emperor be with us this day. See, a little piece of me also just kind of like, no, I'll just reload a save and do it on my own time and go back. And it's like, no, let's keep it going. Like, we didn't get the true ending. Maybe in the far future we'll come back to this game with all the DLCs and try it again at some point. Alas,
Someday.
All right, the executions. Let them begin.
Ah, yes, part of the grand ceremony. The murdering.
Hey, it's executions. Murder means they're not state sanctioned. I mean, come on. Don't you wish we could kind of get rid of all the con artists, extortioners, embezzlers, pedophiles in our own government?
So, all of them.
I would say probably like 90%. I feel like statistically there's got to be a couple good ones in there.
I mean, the old adage goes that, like, all politicians lie, right?
Yep. God blows it. Electrifying.
Well, you failed another quest.
Which one did that say?
Astray, you didn't meet Argenta on the Void Ship.
Whoops. All others. By the 100 bucks, the voice master Sarah moves. Rejoice, subjects of Darganis! You have been granted the facility to witness your master, a great honor bestowed upon us by rogue trader Agent Q von Valencius. Hunter of Janus, with one hand, brought death. Destroyed the Eldar upon the blasphemous Cedos, and with the exterminated the skeptical worshippers of the archenemy. Gracious protector of football patron trade. Man, I feel like that one is like the football is very easy. Hush falls over the crowd, gazes upon the many of the bear, terrible scars. Recent darkness, like children, they await the word of their almighty father. Dogmatic. Praise the ether faithful of the darkness around us may be fierce, but the blaze of our hearts is fiercer still. Evil will burn. Other erupts of frenzy. Hundreds of people pull their knives and with aberrant jubilate howl, crave crude bleeding Aquillas on their faces, sharing in the martyrdom and protection of humankind as the God Emperor. Okay.
Oh, bummer. Okay, you just missed out on a custom power armor for Argenta.
Like. Yuki, are you just wanting me to go back and reload this stuff?
It's totally your call. Making the sign of the Aquila. Making the sign of the Aquila, Argenta shouts out, Emperor von Valencius Dynasty! And the crowd zealously picks up the chant, repeating it.
You know, fine.
It's weird that they put what she actually said also in italics rather than whatever.
All right, we're gonna do this one more time. One last time, guys. Just because
why don't we bother actually checking the journal for anything else that needs to be done before we do this quest? Because clearly this fails anything else that's still in progress.
Yes, all right, let's do that. We'll start with doing Argenta, then we'll quickly go through it again. No, we'll do Argenta. The rest of these will be failed if they go fail. Just from how... Okay.
So the options you choose dictate the like what the power armor does. By the way.
Oh, okay. Watch, this is gonna be like something you're supposed to do really early on with her, so it's gonna be like absolute garbage. What the heck?
I won't say anything because I read it.
Greetings.
Even in stillness, Sister Argenta radiates energy with her dark eyes shining and a slight flush to her cheeks. She is reciting a prayer and looks at you only once she has spoken the final line. Agent Q, greetings!
Alright, I'm ready to tell you about the past and exploited strange worlds. Some football.
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, Rogue Trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the Sacred Warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Okay, let's go there.
Oh, we went there.
Oh, god damn it.
So how much do we trust Argenta with her giant flamethrower in front of this thing?
I mean, as long
Argenta
as
drops to her knees, her hands making the sign of the Aquila. Her eyes are locked on the sweeping signature on the warrant, a seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper, unless one who knows whose hand left that mark and whose blood is on that paper. Sorry.
not a problem.
If thou saw a flame in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fall of mine, burn me with flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest this plea of mine, bless me with wrath of fury and of righteousness.
Argenta's voice is sonorous, as if made for singing hymns and prayers, but right now she cannot seem to catch her breath, so overwhelmed with emotion is she.
For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to the servants of thine, and ruin to the foes of thine. A fate of terror and righteousness.
Upon finishing, she closes her eyes and remains silent for a long time, her head raised high. Slowly, like the first licks of the flame in a campfire, a smile blossoms on her lips. When Argenta finally opens her eyes, they are alight with uncanny resolution.
Rogue Trader, we need to talk, or rather, I need to tell you something. The truth about how I ended up on Theodora von Valencia's ship, and about the cultists we encountered on Footfall.
I'm listening.
Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story and you'll see why.
Argenta pauses.
I'll start at the beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving in the Expanse, and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by Revenant Hieronymus's mission, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will in a way.
Argenta falters, searching for the words.
It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salus Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest, a feral world, away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about this existence was a revelation. Yes, Now the planet is yours by right, but it is not as simple as that. The warp route leading to it was lost. I will explain in due time. May I continue?
Yes.
The description of Salus Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from an ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Her voice grows reverent. Argenta, the living saint, she is my patroness. The Order named me after her. She died millennia ago when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes or her holy relic, the One Star. For the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place for the saints' remains, would only allow the righteous to enter. All others would meet their death.
Okay.
Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts. And suddenly, I myself, named after the saint, come across this information. I realized at that moment that it was a portent, that I must journey to the planet and find the ship. And so I asked Reverend Hieronymus to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet Salus Prime.
Is this going to be a whole side quest, Yuki?
Not as far as I know.
All right.
Lady Theodora lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered world, and she took me with her.
So by my understanding, we already did the side quests associated with this, and this is just like the wrap-up for the reward.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. So we almost okay. Thank you for pointing that out. Then missing, like we were right at the finish line. It would have tripped there. That would have been that would have irritated me learning about that in retrospect.
Yeah, it sucks when you don't do your quest turn-ins to get your rewards and lose them all.
Yeah. All right. What's the One Star?
Apologies, I got so carried away I forgot to explain. The One Star is the relic kept by Saint Argenta. I belong to the Order Pronatus, and we attach particular significance to holy relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it is exactly. Argenta's hagiography at times calls it a banner, or a set of armor, or a blessed chainsword. One thing is certain, it was a beacon of righteousness, and it was lost with Argenta's death.
Okay. I mean, they could have helped you with the search for the ship and the Saints' Remains.
I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was a portent revealed to me personally. Can you see? I told Reverend Hieronymus the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship, or set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hand on her remains and the relic, it would have been a sign that I had truly been blessed with the saint's favor.
Irresponsible. If you'd get yourself killed, the planet no one would have learned about its existence. Well, it could have been lost.
Holy relics cannot truly be lost,
Argenta says stubbornly.
When the time is right, they reveal themselves to the worthy, but I will accept this reproach and try my best to think on it.
The sad part is she's not really wrong. There's actually a really good story of the 13th Black Crusade getting sounded out by a bell that would always attribute its arrival. The problem was the bell was kind of locked away in a Necron tomb world on a rogue planet, in a stasis field that prevented it from moving outside of time. And it still just decided to go off in the middle of that. The curator of that museum was very angry about that.
I see.
All right.
Defeat, says Argenta bitterly.
The ship's augers failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this, though. According to the legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim, guided by a pure heart, can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I had landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know St. Argenta's hagiography by heart, and I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscure clues, the descriptions of mountains and rivers from millennia-old tales, and I was certain that I had found the way to the ship, and that's when we were attacked. The words we heard in the heretic shrine on Footfall, something about doors, please address to some lord, the edge of daybreak. Argenta is shaking with disgust.
You couldn't mention anything about daybreak when we're fighting the Broken Dawn?
They were the same words as those spoken by the cultists who attacked us on Salus Prime. My whole unit perished. All those honest, brave people who led the search for the relic. It was only by a miracle that I didn't perish along with them. I didn't connect these events at first. The cultists on Footfall, the cultists on Salus Prime, the cultists attacking the ship and Kunrad's betrayal. What if all these were all links in the same chain? What if they have long since infiltrated the ranks of the Von Valencia servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my search?
My all answer kind of escaped.
Oh yes, and I sincerely hope that we meet him again. That serpent needs to answer a few questions before he is plunged into cleansing flame.
How did you manage to escape?
Argenta hangs her head.
Theodora's people received the distress call, came to my rescue, and brought me aboard the ship. I barely remember what happened. When they arrived, I was already severely wounded, fighting back with whatever remained of my strength. I think I shouted that we had to go after them, but they didn't listen. They took me to the shuttle and pulled out. After that, it is all blackness. When I came to, we were already in the middle of a warp jump. Theodora had urgent matters to take care of, and she decided that she could clear out the planet at a later time.
So, that's why you didn't trust me before, correct?
Yes, Rogue Trader. Argenta looks you in the eye. I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as a servant of the archenemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of cultists and was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, and so I studied you, looking for seeds of corruption or the light of righteousness.
Just to clarify, you were wounded, so you never found St. entered the ship, is that correct?
Yes, I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again, and I insisted on going back to Salus Prime to defend the relic from the heretics, but I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route to the planet, and that plotting a new one would take a great deal of time and effort. As if there could be anything more important than protecting the faith and hunting down servants of the archenemy. In any event, the route was lost, and all knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship along with the old navigator. But now we have a new lead, the data that we collected on the cultist shrine on Footfall. I don't care what that reprobate we executed said. There must be a way to track them down. Tell me, Rogue Trader, will you help me in this undertaking? Will you help me find this great relic and return it to the people of the Imperium?
Nothing I want to do to reclaim a sacred object for the people of the Imperium.
Argenta walks up and places her hand on your shoulder.
So be it, rogue trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will, marked by his own hand, I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned and the heretics punished, and may the light be with us both on this path.
Okay. Once you're done here, head back to the ship and talk to Argenta on the bridge. Seems I'll take you to a new location. Lot of dialogue. Learn Argenta's past. Occasionally cheer her up or try to get rid of her altogether. Go through dialogue. Agree to help her further when the time comes, and then you'll get some options.
Okay,
Which
so
we did not get yet. So hypothetically, there's still something we need to do there. I guess? Question mark. Journal maybe.
let's try to talk to her one more time.
Lord Captain, your presence is welcome. And I wish to apologize for
number
my
3
prior
here?
coldness. After our first meeting, I was concerned that he would turn out to be another faithless offshoot of the von Valancius dynasty, like the traitor Conrad. But now I see before me a worthy leader and servant of the Imperium. I am glad to accompany you in your endeavors.
Okay, just a quick question for you. Have you ever come across in media come across somebody named Conrad that wasn't evil in some way?
I don't think so, especially not spelled with a K.
Of course, my mission is all I can think about. Gladly. Listen. Long ago, there was a blessed world.
So all of this is voiced, but that wasn't hers. Wasn't void.
So bright that its denizens hardly knew the darkness of night. Thousands of rivers nurtured the soil. Thousands of gardens bloomed every spring, and at every moment, thousands of prayers were flying into the clear air, thanking and praising the Emperor. But one day, the people learned the meaning of darkness. Like a storm, accursed heretics who had sold themselves to the archenemy descended upon the planet. Shells flew from the sky that desolated whole cities and burned the gardens and filled the riverbeds with the blood of the faithful. Smoke and soot swallowed the skies and the 1,000 stars that had once shone over the world. Among the handful of survivors was one orphan who had watched all her family die, and the garden she'd grown up in burned to ash. But in her heart, she knew the absolute truth. Just these 3 words. The Emperor protects. And knowing that, she never looked away from the black, terrifying, smoke-covered sky. There were no more bright stars to be seen, except for one.
Oh?
The one star. The bright star. The silver star shone in the sky. And when the orphan smiled at it, the one star fell right into her hands. All the faithful in every corner of the continent who saw the trail of the falling star recognized it as an omen and went looking for the place where it landed. And they rallied together. And with the light of the one star, they found their salvation. If I only knew. Neither the hagiography nor the legends give a straight answer. Classical iconographers believed that the star turned into a banner woven from silver thread, which, when brought onto the battlefield, would shed light that blinded only heretics, but did no harm to the faithful. Most of them portrayed Saint Argenta as a girl carrying this banner. Others think that upon falling from the sky, the one star became a holy chainsword, which Argenta later used to strike down monsters and enemies of the Imperium. In some of the earlier engravings, Argenta is depicted wearing power armor with a silver star on her chest. One theological theory suggests that this armor was, in fact, the relic. Some even think that the One Star is actually the ship on which Argenta traveled.
I'm starting to wonder if this is going to be like an all the above in a bit. And like our choices are just Simon.
For millennia. I pray we find the way to Salus Prime soon. The ruinous powers must be aligned against us. They stand in the way of faith. To find the way to the planet called Salus Prime, Saint Argenta is my patroness, and that is where her fallen ship is. And it must also be the resting place of her great relic, the One Star. Yes, that was the beginning of her hagiography. It is known that she lived on a world where heretics staged a terrible insurrection. They wiped out all life on the planet.
Yeah, this game has taught me so many interesting words.
To save with the One Star, and with the strength of her faith. After that, she traveled between worlds gripped by turmoil on her ship, marked with a silver star, and brought hope to the faithful. Numerous accounts confirm this. Her coming helped people turn the tide of the war, and wipe away corruption before the Imperium's main forces even arrived. Millions of people owed their lives to her, but the heretics, having realized their imminent defeat, sent the remnants of their forces after the ship with the Silver Star. It fell from the skies onto an obscure world. There are no definitive records of how old Argenta was at the time. In some chronicles, she's even called the Child Saint, but their credibility is questionable. Either way, she didn't live long, but she left a bright trail in her wake, like a falling star.
All right, no.
One day we will reach Salus Prime and stand before the gates of Saint Argenta's ship. I know it. I believe.
Okay, yeah, that definitely feels like we have to go to that planet and to finish our quest up.
It does, yeah.
All right, let's.
Even though it doesn't say anything about that here. Show me Salus Prime.
Yeah, let's go to the map. Let's check the map. Let's.
They really need like a search option for this map.
Yeah, they do. Lost Tomb. Oh wow, like this whole area over here is just that bad jump. All right, let's do a jump and see if that'll change anything.
Yeah, we might just have to go like back to the bridge and talk to her again.
It's by a rifle, a creak from the door, the sound of soft footsteps. I don't know, maybe it's... Oh, you're it.
Yeah. Elentalk, I finally found you in this dwelling. Your link comes closer and smoothly makes an unfamiliar gesture of her hands. This symbol has many meanings. Humility, grief, loss, shame, regret. I hope you will accept them all. Because I am sorry for what happened to your world, to your subjects, to your prowess, and for what my kin did to them.
Do not underestimate my enemies. I'll not make the same mistake again.
The Drukhari masterfully spin their webs of deceit and manipulation. Do not castigate yourself too harshly.
even the most esteemed children of Asaurian cannot always escape their clutches. But you, Elentok, resisted my cousins more ably than many.
Elite falls silent, and her deep, piercing gaze seems to drown into the very depths of your soul.
Grit.
Look, Elentok, the gaze of a child of Asurian can penetrate deeper than a monk gaze, and I can see all the heaviness that has accumulated in your soul during your travels. I see it in your gestures, in the tilt of your head, in the change in your scent. If you will allow me.
This is the first time you've heard your lead sound so indecisive and guilty.
I will help you cast off this burden and cleanse your soul of mind and mind of worry.
Man, like, I guess there really is a mountain of dialogue trees you can start out with this, because I think this feels like the romance section again. But
Yeah?
Warhammer, I'm a bit curious. All right, how are you going to help me?
It is difficult to describe, Elentok, but your soul shines bright, and your mind is strong enough for you to be able to immerse yourself in your own mind and cleanse it of unnecessary cares. I am still not sure that your species is capable of such a thing, but it is worth a try. If nothing comes of it, then the only thing you will lose was a small fraction of your time. And I will be your guide on this journey. I will help you to enter the meditative state, to get to know yourself, of course. That is, if you let me. Immersing yourself in your soul is a deeply intimate process, but you will not be able to do it without me.
Your late thoughtfully brushes a strand of red hair away from her face.
And I promise you, Elentok, that I will not judge you, your world, or anything that takes place inside it. We will see only what you want to see.
This feels like the equivalent of the Vulcan mind meld version of the sex act or something.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, if you ever played Mass Effect 2 and you had like the Justicar's like daughter, like this feels like that.
Awareness test failed. Your lead awaits your answer patiently. Her pose, a tad stiff, betrays her anxiety, but that is to be expected. She has decided to conduct a sacred Eldari rite in order to help a human.
Yeah, I was at 50% to get that, so that's too risky. I'm gonna refuse this.
Wow.
And that is your right, Elentok. A soul that is not ready for change will never open up to its full potential, and thus I will no longer lead you down the spiritual path that I myself follow.
No, I had the distinct feeling that was going to be bad for me if I went further into that. If I wasn't playing a dogmatic character, probably I would go into that. It feels part of the like Ironclad bit, but let's just try a few safe jumps.
I mean, it is technically heresy. Try going back to the bridge and talking to Argenta again.
Yep. I just wanted to kind of progress time a little bit to see if that triggered anything. Yeah, we could probably check the journal on that too. Let's
Yeah, I just couldn't check it while we were in the dialogue, I think.
Alright.
Now, a way must be found. Oh, you know what? We might have to talk to the navigator.
There are none more faithful to the God Emperor than my sisters. Should any more
Okay. Wait, the navigator or the master of the Vox?
The navigator.
Is she
Because
on this?
a new way has to be charted there, right?
Yes. Alright, Cassia, let's...
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color.
Why do I feel like all the crazies are trying to romance me?
It was very naive of me to follow in the footsteps of the man who raised me in a gilded cave.
Are there really many
And I was
non-crazies in the
just
Warhammer
needs
universe?
of my own house. But you opened my eyes.
Yeah.
As the future Novateur, I must gain wisdom to restore House Orselio to its former glory, no matter the cost. Thank you. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls, for as long as the needs of our dynasties are aligned.
They'll save from been executed.
On the contrary, Lord Captain. The mere
What
thought of
the
happened
hell?
brings a grey blue slip noose around my throat. To realize
Fuck.
again and again how fervently your subjects hate you. I am sorry, Lord Captain. I should not have darkened your colors with my own struggles.
Kappa Kappa.
Yeah. Beg my
I
leave.
enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Oh, okay, let's try that one more time now.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Okay.
I have enjoyed.
Nope. Okay, let's check journal. Journal. Yeah.
Maybe we just had to do that part before we progress into the next chapter? Like, because I don't know, none of the things I'm looking up are telling me much about anything past this.
Gold trader was either retired businessman. All the Lord Captains to jealous and business proposal on the Captain's Bridge. The incident. Yeah, no, okay, that it is just finished, so. Yeah, apparently we had to talk to her before the ceremony?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like a weird spot to. Okay, so whatever is about to happen here would make us fail that quest. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like these kind of timing specific things. It bothers me when things have to be completed in a specific order, but it doesn't really tell you that.
Oh, hey, we got the
Curly
upgrade.
reward.
Upgrade done. We can't do anything else here right now, so. Alright, we will head back down to the planet. And I think it's a good spot to take our break. Been going about 2 hours.
Yeah.
That we're going to probably get into a lot of heavy dialogue now, so. And if we fail anything else, we are not going back for it now.
Incidentally, I didn't catch which option you chose. It turns out there's actually 4 options that have 3 outcomes. 2 of the options have basically a bad outcome.
For Argenta?
Yeah.
Well, we were reassuring her, so I don't think it's going to be too awful, but we will see on that one. But all right, everybody, we're going to take a.
I don't know if you want spoilers on what happens, but
Okay, what's the bad option so I can know to stay away from that?
okay. Just a moment. Well, I think you already made the choice, is the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you did it during that dialogue.
Oh.
Yeah. So here we go. Yeah. So if you chose your actions were driven by hubris, or that was irresponsible of you, you got the bad outcomes.
God damn
If
it.
you chose that's understandable, searching for your destiny, or if you were the only one who realized what you were dealing with, those are the good options that give you two different good outcomes.
All right, everybody. We're going to take a short break and be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
You
about the extra weight there. I grabbed some food, a little bit of snack, and then my roommate got grabbed me. On to the Master of Ceremonies.
Color grabbed.
Yep, let us begin. Now I got to talking about other things. That we're at our third revolution that faces the One Piece flag this year across the world.
It's really being adopted widely, isn't it?
Pretty much.
By the way, it's probably not something that needs to be urgently addressed, but just so you know, your model is doing the lagging out thing again.
Yeah. While that's going on, let's see if we,
Executions!
yeah, it's Explorers not really happy with everything going on right now. I feel like if I reboot it, it might fuck my computer over really bad, so I
Yeah,
don't quite want to
probably
do
not
that.
worth the risk.
Yeah. But I need to switch this back up to the main. About there is a dagger on a thousand throats shitting your world and others. Rejoice, subjects of the Daggeros. We have been granted facility to witness your master, the great honor bestowed upon the rogue trader, Agent Q von Valencius. Master Ceremony, Peter Janus, one who brought death, upon the Xenos, the exterminate worship of the arch enemy. Great protector of football, patron of trades. Alright, Dog Manic, praise the Emperor. Crowd erupts, hundreds of people pull out their knives. Alright, yeah, they're cutting themselves for me. Right.
Making the sign of the Aquila, Argentus shouts out, Emperor, keep the Von Valencius dynasty! The crowd zealously picks up the chant, repeating it. Alright, we did that part before.
Yep. Adequate. Dongros has not disappointed. Forces the smile of satisfaction from his face and whispers to you. You remember the next part, yes, your lordship? Will be asked to take the oath. Those doubles like that always throw me off. As somebody bows to you, let the oath of Von Valencius dynasty be taken. Please repeat after me, your lordship. I, Agent Q, rogue trader of the gracious of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity. Repeat the words of the ancient oath, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. You're rumbling in the roar of this.
Are you hovering? You are, at least on my screen.
The power of the Emperor fills me. They welcome your welcome your ascension. It is done.
Literally ascending.
Okay, let's go with some of these. Aristocrat.
Your lead meeting? Seems like she might have something to say. No, okay.
Let's leave the eyes, Xenos. Nice. Oh, yeah, she's looking at the statues of people. Tyrion Stern. All right. It's like
Yeah, so I think the statues are depicting you like dispatching the Drukhari invaders.
Yeah.
Yes, Whisper.
Governor Urban Dura stands surrounded by highborn guests like a planet orbited by many moons. All this charm is directed at the man in resplendent power armor, adorned with the sigils of the Inquisition. But as you soon approach, Direstream is the first to give you an elegant bow. Greetings ahead of the rest in expression of loyalty. This is a great day, your lordship. That's okay. Welcome to my palace, honored guests. Lysol, congratulations and compliments. Member of the Holy Inquisition. Ooh, that guy is looking man. Blue, hover over at the eye, look at his full portrait, look at that pauldron of just the bard skull. Bruce face calm. My greetings, you esteemed Agent Cuban. May shadows never darken the light of the Astronomicon that guides you. And proud member of Candace bows to you. Behind the brass mask mounted within dozens of augments comes Tom Telegrass. Glory to Ivan Valentius Hair. Alright, something concerns companions. Yep, alright. Tech, you succeeded. Among the many emeralds, it stands out as the horrid form to the tech priest's head. How it is working is baffling. What twice as baffling is the tech priest hasn't replaced it yet. What fluids can this ruined implant have on his mind? I wasn't told. I, however, have been told all about you, Prentice, but behind the mask, you detect a hint of mockery. This Mechanicus. This is a brash whisperer, which actually is not his real name. The esteemed Magos is a member of my retinue. There are times when I, forced by my duty the Emperor's deal with xenotechnology, and a brash whip ensures my safety in such moments. Works that have been desiccated by Xenos are dangerous, they warned. Delivery cuts off, replaced by heavy, ragged breathing. It seems the tech priest's quiet voice, not a quirk, but rather a consequence of some injury. Take his breath, perhaps for the news. Ward, due caution. I'm introduced. In oversight, to be sure. My name is Xavier Calciar, and I have an honor to serve a member of the illustrious Ordo Xenos, the head of the Chronos Expanse Conclave, Lord Inquisitor of this region. It is my unending task to ensure the sector's readiness to meet external threats and resist internal corruption. And enjoy the party. It will certainly be illuminating. Alright. Let's... Direstream is still leader of the Dragons of Courtesy, but judging by the courtesy showing in your Sarbeck, he clearly wants to strengthen his relationship with that house. Sarbeck and Galpark are nowhere to be seen. It can mean only one thing. Sarbeck, whose line holds you in little regard, is surely attempting to draw Garpak to his side. Ready to accept your congratulations.
Yeah, let me just clip through some other people here.
Yep. Probably because of where I'm standing is a little off. Governor Urban to Direstream. In that case, allow me to be the first to offer them. It snaps his fingers. Several servants approach you with gifts. Points to the current Jukari blade. Those took this splendid trophy from the body of one of the Xenos commanders. The weapon is too beautiful, written for anyone but your lordship. The severed hand. Toxic, venomous,
Pretty awesome.
Target hit with this weapon must pass a toughness resistance test with a -12 penalty or suffer cannot attack for 1 round. Dang. Well, if you get that Jukari proficiency, in the confidence, your lord,
Right?
yeah, your house Sourback anticipates the onset of unsettled and blood times. Like the ungodly Zeos cower at your approach. My family presents you with dozens of pieces of secondary arguments for your ship. Continuously, the House Goldberg is delegated to present to you this blessing, works of the Omnisire Smith. May this locator matrix, which took the holy artisan an entire lifetime to create, always show you the right path. Right, Oracle. Man, against the wearer, plus 50 bonus to awareness. It's not awful, but yeah. Finance difference. Abelard is lost this week. Your lordship, House Winterspray possesses no relics worthy of your acceptance, but we are rich and talented and hardworking people. Beside of our loyalty, I humbly offer you my flesh and blood. 100 of my kin will go to the colonies in your protectorate and will use their talents that the world in charge of may prosper. People, are we just getting 100 people from this? Oh
Just
God.
people.
What were you discussing just now? We were talking about the brutal Xenos raid on Fair Dongaras. So many victims, so much damage to our industries. Terrible shame is that the warp currents delayed our protector's arrival. Yeah. Fuck you. Try the sector with the blast of Xenos as possible. I hope we respond to the raid with a primitive campaign. Smiles and bloodthirsty. I see you hate Xenos with all your heart. Good for you, man. Dude, this pestilence against the Emperor must be exterminated. Commissar, this is his hands on the hilt of a fine restored sword. Pale face ablaze with noble fury. But Garbunk, oh, they must be forth the served. Me and Xenos are more useful alive and obedient than dead. Oh, savage. Okay.
What are you playing?
Trotrax, oh, we're playing some Rogue Trader. Our Warhammer Rogue Trader. Pleased to see such inner faith. I must commend you. Back bless
It's like Baldur's Gate in space.
Yep. Faithful, your lordship. I many things are just a mocking glint in the eye of the Inquisitor. Alright, what's your name? Allow me to introduce the daughter of Chancellor Countess Elizabeth, my great granddaughter, Astardia?
I believe that is Astardia. Yes.
Interesting. And another man, like Abelard, are you the only guy leading your house? Is all women out there? Not arguing against it, just
I think so.
it's interesting. This is your lordship.
She doesn't even have a portrait.
Yep. Modesty forbids my esteemed forebear to say this himself, so I will. Our entire family is grateful to your wish to some blood at your side and claim your inheritance. Credit he deserves. The lordship, great respect for him for his wisdom and repay our attention to your kindness. I am obliged, my dearest Astardia. Or just somewhat embarrassed by the turn of the conversations. Enjoy the evening. All right, that's a chunk there. Why do we have monster
To
like
examine up the steps.
a mutant, some kind of chimera? I think that's a Yukari over in that. I hope it's just a
The
servant.
thing in the cage is one of the native wildlife from the planet that we killed earlier.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm hoping that the Yukari is really just a servant in the one. I can't tell if that failed or
What
succeeded.
did you do?
I examined the caged Jukari. Like I said, I think it's just a servant in Jukari armor. Oh, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? All right, Confessor, what do you got going on over here? Oh. That's where this
Not
game
much,
always...
but you can examine the thing behind him.
Oh, what do we got here? Altar of the God Emperor and weathered and furnace looms of precious incense. Or what does that Xenos mutants heretics. Oh. Kill, burn, purge. Okay, with the sword of Damocles kind of dropping on it. That's... You know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that. Like, not like on a personal level, but like one of those, good design. Oh, it's a Punisher variant. Where the fuck did we get one of those here? Yeah, but basically this is a vehicle killer leaving Russ tank, so...
There's also that painting over there you can examine.
There we go. The painting were created in style painted with the artist canon approved by the Ecclesiarchy. Okay. Cool, cool.
Church approved art. Okay.
Oh, what the hell is this? Xenos trophy. This is how the Omnissiah's gifts become twisted and shadows themselves in the hands of the inhuman. Propaganda recruitment poster. Yay. Oh, hey, look, a shooting range where you can test out weapons against heretics.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Look at me shooting these fish in this barrel. Couple warrior condemned. Mutant gunner. All right. Let's kibble. That's gonna be weird. Let's save that for later. Aristocrat.
I think only the people that you chose to stand by your side really have anything to say.
All right, yeah, let's try her. Then.
That's a weird random object that has a thing you can examine.
Ooh, where?
So kind of behind these dining tables, there's these two pillars. One of them has an icon on it.
All right, yeah, let's go. It's probably from the script or something on it. The snow white parchment are the prayers of the brave soldiers, house Valentius, who carry the rogue traitor will and thus turn the emperor across the country. Yeah, it's not so much the pillar, it's the banner on the front. What's this
It's an extremely loud fire.
Well, lasers, you know, all the recoil and how loud they have to be.
No, I'm talking about the literal braziers.
Oh, yeah, no, those are quite loud. All right, I think that's all out here. Let's head into the palace, see what we got. Yeah, Trojax, I think this is actually one of the games I bought for you a little while back. If you were still lurking around. Anyone down here?
I will have to try it.
I mean, you like CRPGs, and this is just kind of Warhammer flavored CRPG. So, which, funny enough, they've had a second one just drop too. Warhammer Inquisitor.
Well, they are just, you know,
Been
giving
doing
the
a
rights
lot
out
of
to
Deep
everybody,
Rock Galactic Survivor.
Yep, I told you you'd like that one. Here we go, Argenta. Let's see. She's. Nope.
Oh, I guess maybe not.
It's awesome.
Yep. I'm betting we just had the Abelard thing because of all the other big nobles there.
Well, also he did trigger like loot when we
Eventually,
selected him, so
both
I guess
of my
he was
children
special
will be
somehow.
in school and I will have a lot more free time.
Eventually. If public schools are still a thing by then. I made myself sad again. Yeah, brighter news. Did you hear there's another
I
One
work
Piece?
for the government, so I'm sure I will get special treatment.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another One Piece revolution going on right now. They're revolting in Mexico now.
Against
What type of revolution?
The government.
Interesting. Because it seemed like
What?
the president at least was very liked.
Oh, excellent. Congratulations to you and HQ Bomblitzians on attaining your new legal status. Thanks to you, Blitzrate. Quick way upon realizing that you notice. How are you finding the ceremony? Upgrade surveys the halls through analysis includes disorderly. It is Namos' new repository. Namos, this unit identifies as HQ above Belitius. Two-way identification complete. Oh, you brought the machine spirit. Well, I try to avoid your gaze. Its face twitches. Its muscles have forgotten what facial expressions are, and now struggling to make its features look ample. We are Namos. We have made use of the receptacle to leave the ship. Greetings, Namos. We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Knowledge requires communication, knowledge, movement. Magos personnel compelled us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. Namos have changed since we last spoke with you. So you're not able to conceptualize our previous experience, that of solitude, and we no longer enjoy it. Maybe you intended to understand what Namos is. Every 15 watches, I communicate with Namos code and spend prescribed lengths of time in calculated meditation. However, the Omnissiah has yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is that the compatibilities of the entity Namos are extraordinary. The ship's hallowed systems, seeing beneath its touch, nodes that have remained dead for hundreds of standard years are revivified, and long-drained mechanisms live anew. Oh, Pascal's voice. Namos are trying. Great machines of the Imperium, once such as your ship, those machine spirits so complex and willful that it is difficult to tell them apart from abominable intelligences. There remains a possibility that Namos is an entity of corruption, but with every day I grow stronger in my faith. It is not so. That what we are witnessing in truth is the Omnissiah's miracle, one of the Category 5 of higher, or Category 5 of higher. I feel like you move into a server's body. That's it. This is not the entirety of us. We represent. The receptacle is too narrow, crude, and feeble to contain our complete whole. The existence of Namos requires a space of connection. We're able to transfer a small part of us and build a thread strong enough to travel outside the ship, enjoying the journey, discovery, even though this receptacle suits us poorly, to be destroyed by the force of our presence.
Basically overloading the servitor.
Yeah, but the whole thing of bringing tech back out of the line, because so something you might have discerned into this world is, saints actually have like real powers. There are machine saints who could basically just machine be healed, and the computer just starts working again. Like joints stop like grinding. All that other crazy stuff like that, which really wish it.
Sure, why not? If Pascal can, zap computer things with his machine faith, then why not be able to heal things?
Hey, don't you just kind of wish you could have that power? The uncracked screen.
I forget they choose the time for ads for you.
Oh, did we have an ad roll there? I bet. Hey, if you have a Prime, I think you still have Prime, so if you want to clip on that, you won't have to worry about those anymore. I forgot to pull up my ad thing to check on those. All right. Knock you out of nowhere. Let's ask permission to visit. My objective was to observe the process of integration into a servitor. We wanted to see, observe, Jai speak, make strange wavy gestures with its hand. It looks like it's very human and far from anything human. Speak with you. Will you speak with us? All right. What do you wish to speak about? Many things. Happiness, events, discussions. His eyes rolled in their sockets before focusing on you. We have been observing you. You do things that we do not understand. We want to learn why. You remember the day when we first met you. You gave us your blood. You drink. We helped you to save yourself. We followed you. Our small part did inside the servo skull. Then, he's been inside the servo skull the whole time. And there was fire. And a creature of sated hunger, dark lights, standing behind the curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of Theodora, called for you to follow. Not follow that which was calling from behind the curtain. You walked into the fire, and the rest walked in after you. Yep, or the tutorial. Remember the day when the stars disappeared, when the dark light and the star Sated Hunger wanted to take the world. Ruckus Minor was its name. The ship's data. You ordered that the human shells on the world be saved, even though the dark light was coming closer. You could have consumed both the ship and Ruckus Minor. Remember another day when we awakened inside the ship. We lived in its systems. We tried to emerge into servitors like this one. And so many of our receptacles were gathered in one place. This is what we have seen among many others. We have begun to understand. We think that we do not know everything about humans and above you. At the Cuban places, we have tried to analyze shells and define sets of their needs and fears, the simple functions, but now we think that there is more. There is another side that we do not see, a notion that is larger than what we can compute, something that stands above fear and need, something that drives them. We envision this larger notion as a light, a web of light that connects humans. It may seem almost invisible, ethereal, but it grows stronger when they are threatened. This web is always on your mind. When darkness comes, you want every thread that extends from you to shine bright, so that those who follow do not lose their way. Whenever a thread breaks, it saddens you. You almost understand correctly. Guides people through darkness. The light of Holy Terra is the only light. But that is wrong. What you really think. The servitor has looked at you stubbornly. We've been observing you. We have felt you. Through your blood, your gaze, all that can be described. And you understood correctly. I speak the truth. Conclusions are flawed. Yay. It's true that we understand so poorly. Imperfection pains us. Think about the flames of faith, about the one you call God and Emperor. Perhaps we will understand then. Speak with us. Now most are grateful. We cannot continue moving on our own. All right, so we are teaching our ship to praise the God Emperor. Hey, canonical in lore, there is a ship who hates enemies so much it tells its connected tech priest that if it had a body, it would shit on its enemies. I'll get in direct words, it would defecate on its enemies. But yeah, just the notion alone. I wish I had a body to defecate upon our enemies. Just tech priest, ready the macro cannons with the utmost joy and precision.
I feel like there's got to be some kind of ship equivalent of that, like, I don't know, blasting it with the exhaust ports or something.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, here we go. Circus whispering, tenderness bleeds. Knock out a sourback. I did not get a good angle for this one. Congratulations, your lordship. May the Omnissiah grant you understanding. Aaron Gapark, woman with whom is converging is one dressed in a robe with a gear-shaped utterance. Like, it's difficult to read her face, being covered in numerous augmentations. Observe the guests. Look rather anxious, and a Sourback dressed surprisingly plainly for an costume for an aristocrat of such high rank. Frowning suspiciously, came to the reception with a companion, a woman dazzling beauty wearing gilded augment necklace around her throat. His wife, probably? We joined the group unnoticedly. Well, they keep silent, listening to their every word. Oh, Hendrix is here. It's here this evening. Lara's Sourback face twists in an unpleasant smile. Makes the artificial skin on the left side of all the more prominent. I am a servant of the Von Felicius taxi. Not come, I would have committed an act of essential insolence and damaged my family's honor. There is a wife offers a charming smile, appreciating her husband's versatile tone. Her long dark eyes are brimming with curiosity. Your cousin Jocasta became the new master of arms of my ship. Pleased to hear it. Nothing in Marcus' face shows that he is glad for his cousin. I am worried that her character would cause our house a great deal of grief, and yet in the end, noble Sourback blood was stronger than any personal shortcomings. I have faith that Josetta will prove herself adequately. So please you, Marcus, and cautions. I am your dynasty's loyal servant, but you have asked, and I will answer. Too long have the Kronos Expanse lived under the rule of rogue traders. The privileges granted to them makes people think that the commoners too can dismiss the prohibitions of the Imperium. The good of the sector, rogue traders must become patrons of the law, not exceptions to it. But do many warrants hold exhibit lawful conduct? No, they do not. You and you, your lordship, are subject of the strategies and rumors. And you have just recently inherited your protectorate. Current of Vargas people, for instance, claim that you had a hand in the esteemed Theodora's demise and accused many of the others' misdeeds. No matter whether or not their claims are true, the people hear them, believe them, and think that they may follow your example. We are the long arm of the Imperium and shall prove it to you. If you have anything, your lordship, I will simply concern. If you have any concerns to the rest of the house, Sourback, pray that your well-being every day. I see. These, Toronto. The purpose of Kavagam was a great blow to my... Actually, you want to take this one?
Yeah. Like a forging hammer, Toriana's voice falls heavily on the ear.
The corruption of Kiavagama was a great blow to my family. The contemptible Cubus Delphum betrayed our trust, desecrated the forged cathedrals, and took my esteemed cousin's life.
Oh, I know that she lost a relative in that.
On behalf of my family, I humbly beg you to forgive our negligence. I am ready to accept any punishment.
All right, perception, not my best, but yeah, they don't have a grudge. It would seem that she was personally offended by my marriage. Rivers Delphum plunged her domain, and she feels betrayed. I too think that you can see that our perspectives align. No, let's go with this. That's a light hand on this one.
Toriana raises her mechanical eyes to the ceiling.
I swear on the Omnissiah's all-encompassing insight, we will make every effort to justify the cost of its resurrection.
Scoffs. Only a year ago that you could doubt House Gispar's usefulness, yet here you are, tolerant, on your knees, justifying the costs. Hendrix, interesting conversation. Very illuminating, giving me plenty of food for thought. For an inscrutable man, Hendrix is being even more inscrutable than usual. I have something important. Would like to tell me, Hendrix? Something urgent. Laser, you never ceased to help. I appreciate it. The unsleeping eye of the Inquisition, even in the sleep, I hear everything. The God concludes, there's something I would like to tell you. Be careful today. I sense a wave of darkness will soon hit our defensive lines. I hope that you will get a chance to meet you there as an ally.
I see.
Oh, great. The Inquisitor's going, yes, Okay. Now we just need to find a winter scale, I do believe. Which hopefully...
Winter scale and Corda, but I believe they're the same conversation.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. This is Master of Ceremonies.
Oh, here's winter scale. Whoa.
Oh, what, that portrait?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, he's a bit of a crazy one, isn't he? Agent Q, there you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain as the last. That is to say, the noble rogue traitors. Oh, dear God, her too.
Is watching him with barely suppressed contempt. Yes, you have found yourself suitable company, Caligos. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle diversions, boast about your power, and indulge in profane pastimes with one who is your equal, rather than a member of the lower classes.
No. Oh. You know, let's bulldoze ahead unapologetically. Welcome to Draganos's friends. Friends, eh? Would you look at that? Nisha, now you have a whole friend. I'm just gonna give you a carefree wink, but his posture exudes a challenge.
Cordia says haughtily, I would think twice before calling an individual of questionable purity my friend.
Okay, I'm kind of loving how absurd both of these people are coming off. The injectable?
Did you expect any different? I watched for years as outlaws thrived on footfall, and then at long last I had a chance to put an end to it, to seize that thug Thadam by the throat, to force footfall to atone and put the fear of him back into the masses. But you interfered and destroyed my plan for the sake of banal profit. Theodore taught you only too well, it seems. She was now less concerned with her duty to the Expanse than to her own personal interests. But you can be sure that I will not cease cleansing the Furibundus system of Pirate Scourge, and if your trade prospects are damaged in the process, you will only have yourself to blame.
Priest holds up his hand and flame grid. None are without fault, noble Inscrita. What point is there targeting someone for your trumpet when true purity can never be found?
For their turpitude? That's a new one.
Yep. Simple as that. This is a trade.
So you are only interested in profit? For someone who is vested with such untold privilege, I expect you to have more refined ambitions and a more solid understanding of your mission given to you by the God Emperor.
Harmonious, your appearance here is unexpected.
The esteemed Hieronymus is my confessor. I am greatly obliged to him for agreeing to accompany me on this journey.
May the Hieronymus bows respectfully. May the Emperor's light guide you way across the abyss of human wickedness. I saw Sister Argenta on your side during the ceremony and rejoiced. This is a clear sign that the Von Valentius dynasty honors the virtuous. You're not overly fond of Theodora?
Insignia lowers her eyes and says without animosity, "She was the same breed as Asp." She stops short and then continues with a lowered voice. Conceited, insolent, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her. I do not doubt her wisdom and courage, but Theodora did not have a shred of humility or fear of his wrath.
Minion of Apasi Cordora? You remember the name from? Recall she was a rogue trader too, and a renowned one at that. Well, I would go pirate there. One, yeah, fuck it. Well, I for one like Theodora. Stories they told of her travelers to nameless stars, and yes, there was no fear in her. Gil sighs
He does have
critically.
big pirate king energy, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, it's like at first I was like, that wasn't what I was going with. It I was like, you know what, that fits really well for him actually. Hey, and it is the face of the revolution for the third time this year. Fuck hell. I'm loving that. From your tongue, Insidia.
Corda's face twists into a haughty grimace. I am not inclined to intoxicants of any sort, and nothing will wash away the memory of how you interfered with my plans. I promise you that.
Calgaros, thank you for your visit. Rescues you cheerful and somewhat fearful. As a sign of your gratitude, you could return something of mine that has found its way into your pockets. Footfall Station. Sound familiar? All I ask you to do was help the crafty Long Varna deal the threat of famine, not claim my property for yourself. Ooh. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. It bears its teeth, obviously a wild spark plaguing his eyes. You speak of salvation. You think that now Footfall is safe? It turns to a grimace of hatred, but then he catches innocent looking at him and breaks into a sly smile. I ought to make you your protectorate bleed as compensation, but you have spited both myself and Edith. It's high time our dear sister humbled her appetites. For this I forgive you, but test my mercy again is not my strong suit. What is it? Courting instead, Corda's ambition deserves a worthy trophy. Steps his figures in an armored brute. Hands you an adorned rifle, clearly not of human making. Trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt together sometime so you could show yourself in action, new blood. Which is in your shoulder. Thank you for such a wonderful gift, Caligoris. Alright, Eldari. I have Hecaton. And 5 MP after
you
each.
looking for a sniper, maybe?
Yeah, Laz sniper. Eldari Laz weapon. Okay. It's 5 MP after each attack allows through after attacking. If the attack with the weapon hits 4 targets, if this attack has no cooldowns. Okay, yeah, that's ooh, that might enjoy the evening.
100% over penetration.
Maximum overpen.
Faith, Agent Q. The Emperor protects.
All right.
Now screw you all. Get out of my house.
I worry. Must retire to my chambers.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Oh, hey, the Inquisitor.
God! Intruder! Quiet. Time to sleep. We need to talk in private. We have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
Ooh. As Black Armor glares at you. Her face is set in a predator immediate violence. What's a professional bodyguard?
It sounds a lot like Yuki.
Yep. If the Inquisitor wishes to have a talk with me, I'm glad to be at service.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account.
You know, I also love how he has the giant Inquisition, symbol on his backpack over his head.
Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words. What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
My ruined. Are you the Drakari have shown interest in me? Are you referring to my ruined capital?
Yes, yes. The enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack, but even this time, their daggers missed your heart.
Just to note, one of the Inquisition's main mottos is innocence proves nothing.
Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos. To have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts? Meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent.
Well, I'm an agent, but...
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
I need to know about Janus.
Oh, I know it already. Even though you were quite effective at removing all evidence that could point to the blunder made by House von Valancius, it is saddening to realize that the rogue trader's connivance allowed a heretic who had been fostering a cult for years to come to power.
These are saying...
Your humility is heartening. Rest assured, it will be noted during the investigation of your lamentable oversight.
No else, I just wanted you to hear yourself.
I cannot satisfy your curiosity without disclosing information of the utmost secrecy. I will say only this. We had the situation under control. There is a tangled knot of perilous events in progress in the Coronis expanse. Plucking even one thread must be performed with great precision and caution, without any room for error.
And we've just been stumbling around.
Not what I would expect this guy's voice to be.
Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take.
Follow on Blue Sky at agent123.bsky.social
always
and watch
surprises me
the
so much
archives
when
at
it pops up.
https://www.youtube.com/@agent
All my stream
123.
elements add for my YouTube and other stuff.
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubus Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale? Clever. Alas, everyone guilty of negligence within the ranks of the priesthood of Mars has already been identified and punished. Right now, I am assessing the actions of your dynasty. I hope you realize that we're talking about more than the fate of some colony. I care not for a single planet, however profitable and populous. But should corruption raise its head again on Kiava Gamma and try to spread, I will burn it away. And you will be guilty of criminal negligence.
Did we have an option to bomb the planet?
And
I believe we did, actually.
You destroyed it. Why? So much invaluable data lost. In Master Van Kellogg's dispatch, he reported that he made you well aware of how important that data was, and he clearly requested that you not interfere in the investigation.
So as I say, I warned you. Nothing but harm.
You consider yourself more competent to assess this risk than myself or Master Van Kellogg's? A curious assertion.
I'm going to be so remarkably well informed.
Surprised? You thought the Inquisition was unaware of the circumstances of your deeds. How often do you find yourself thinking that there are things we shouldn't know about your life? It is my job to know everything, and I do it very well. Keep that in mind.
Answered all of your questions.
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvia about you? Why did you choose to ignore the warning of a member of the Inquisition that a protracted sojourn near the dying Rykad Minoris could bring corruption down upon your ship? Were you driven by your concern for the people or forbidden interest?
You know, I want to get irritated at him, but he is making a lot of good. He is asking a lot of good questions.
The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character, but it won't in this case.
Which are a bit curious, don't you think? I don't know. You think he's overstepping himself, or do you think it's like, hey, you got a lot of weird coincidences floating around you right now?
I mean, he's not wrong, but at the same time, technically you have the right to do any of this stuff that you want.
Yeah.
Like, if you weren't a rogue traitor, sure, but you are.
The Inquisition's judgment. And believe me when I say that if you fail to draw certain conclusions from my words, this is what will eventually happen. But for now, I am willing to show leniency, which is rather uncharacteristic of me.
Yep. Ordos Xenos tend to be a lot more, I don't want to say like forgiving, but kind of hands-on. They like, okay, you did some weird shit here. I can understand that. I'm watching you though. Order Hereticus, no, kill, 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 burn, 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 purge, purge, purge. And Order Malleus, nuke it from orbit, pretty much.
I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did, and benefited greatly from it. The world's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes. It takes more than the Emperor's permission to pursue them without consequences. one must also make sure I am not displeased by it.
Is Hendrik staying or is he returning to you?
Which would you prefer? And you, Heinrichs, do you wish to continue working at the Honorable Rogue Trader's side?
I will comply with any order, Lord Inquisitor. If you command me to remain in the company of the scion of the von Valancius dynasty, I won't be distressed.
Depending on, is he a useful assistant to have?
Without a doubt. Master Van Kellogg's has earned my complete trust by repeatedly demonstrating courage, loyalty, and cunning. His mathematical mind, not given to sentiment, can be of great use in an emergency. You, my dear Heinrichs, have made a far better agent than you would have a pilot of an Imperial Knight.
Oh, he was supposed to be a night pilot. Oh, that's interesting.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
The pronunciation sounds so much like Kellogg's, the breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
To my person.
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Coronis Expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of Space Wolves, blessed Space Marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the Expanse.
Now, when he says 2 packs, I'm curious by what he means by that. 2 companies, 2 squads, 2 ships.
A mighty explorator fleet,
Well,
which has
pack
studied the
implies more
Expanse
than
for
one
hundreds
unit,
of years,
so
has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents, yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed. And this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed Incendiar. Caligos Winterskill has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting ever more dangerous xenobeasts.
Yes.
And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own Master of Whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
What are we talking about for deal here?
No deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them.
interesting.
Well, it's once again, it's the problem of a rogue trader and inquisitor kind of step on each other's feet, since the rogue trader can do most of what he wants, but the inquisitor can bring him to heel technically. It's all one of those, hey, I appoint you, but you can't tell me, but I can't tell you what to do kind of moments.
But also assuming that the rogue trader doesn't just annihilate the Inquisitor.
He probably also has, like, that's why he came in here with a Psyker and a armed heavy guard in power armor.
I seem to remember that your exalted aristocrats presented you with many gifts. It would be rude of me not to follow suit. Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid.
Ooh, that's a plot.
The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. White is beautiful, yet vulnerable. It stains as easily as one can lose the Inquisition's trust. Do all you can to preserve it.
Our games different. With the Inquisitor command ability, this ability can only be used once per combat. Special power has 20 momentum, removes all burning, bleeding, toxic, aware, and their allies 5-cell radius. Addition to temporary wounds. Oh wow, that's
Feels pretty legit and pretty appropriate for your character.
yeah. Well, disturb the loyalty.
Your zeal is impressive.
Oh,
However,
we're joining the
I
Inquisition,
cannot
are we?
accept such an oath from you. At least, not now. You will be more useful to the Inquisition in your current position than as a member of my coterie. Nevertheless, this is a gift.
A secret fidelity kind of thing. Like we also wanted to be really loyal to the Inquisition.
Should it remain undiminished, one day this blade will be melted down to make your inquisitorial rosette. Such is the tradition of our conclave.
Inquisitor's dagger. Hey, switching from a rogue trader to an Inquisitor. Nothing says I can't be a rogue trader and an Inquisitor. The target must pass a willpower resistance test with a.
Technically correct, however, it does rather limit your options, which I assume has to do with his response.
Yeah.
Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch.
I probably should have read it better, though. I mostly read Dogmatic and kind of went that way.
Wake up. Until next meeting.
Starting to get a little overwhelmed with all the dialogue we're getting to.
You want to discuss what just happened, but not now, I presume. Right now, it would be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
Chapter 2 finished.
Chapter 2.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the Fon Valancius Protectorate. For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal.
We get a new ship.
Great question.
The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
I am finding it interesting that the Drukhari are being more of a.
Yeah, I was expecting this to have a lot more to do with the cult. Oh, quest failed.
A card invented. A few hours of your morning listening to the High Factorum with like the reports, latest trade exchanges, using countless bureaucratic procedures from limited tight windows. You can hear the muffled sounds of Dogmanos in every day of life that has been passing you by lately. Preoccupied with the efforts of your protectorate from dawn till dusk.
Clementia barely contains a yawn. Once generous Danrock has finished, he pulls out her data slate.
Thank you for your report, High Factorum. Your report is highly appreciated, both by everyone here and the Adeptus Administratum. Your Lordship, we're almost done here. We will just need to go over the final items on today's agenda, and I would like to report to you personally.
Look how long I've been trapped on Dynrust for. Go the protector. Hurry up. All right, now let's go. Speak.
Allow me to pass on gifts from your loyal subjects, the high nobility of Dargonis. It goes without saying that every living soul in your protectorate is blessed to serve your lordship faithfully and wholeheartedly. However, this humble gesture is meant as a token of deepest appreciation for your magnanimity towards their esteemed families.
4 trophies, yay.
House Gaprick has sent shuttles carrying sacred technology and manufactured parts that can be used to replace old joints and connections within mechanisms. The machine spirits of these devices have been pacified. They are slumbering peacefully as they await your decision on how to employ their capabilities. Lord Captain, news of particular import has come from the House's intelligence network. Lord Inquisitor Calcazar is rumored to be planning a visit on Footfall. A number of Imperial Navy ships were commandeered by Lord Calcazar, and they are also being scrambled to Footfall. Furthermore, we have received reports claiming that secret messages were delivered to the capital worlds of Houses Corda and Winterscale. It is possible that the Lord Inquisitor's call to arms may smother the conflict that is brewing between the two dynasties. We are seeing an increasing number of skirmishes between their ships in neutral systems. I do not doubt that her ladyship Corda will attempt to sway Lord Inquisitor to her side, especially since his lordship Winterscale's luck seems to be running out. Riots have broken out on several of his worlds, and yet he has shown no intention of quelling them. Instead, the rogue trader inflicted brutal punishment upon one of his oldest colonies, Vesuvia Secundus, based on the allegations of seditious sentiment. Oddly enough, our agents were unable to find any proof of sedition among the populace there. As soon as we have any updates, you will be the first to know, your lordship.
Clementia glances down at her data slate.
Lastly, your pet Xenos Yolette, I believe, is seeking a meeting with you. She had the audacity to defile the rogue trader's palace with her profane presence and refuses to leave until she has spoken with you. I would never presume to be able to read the emotions of a Xenos, but the Eldari appeared perturbed. I believe she mentioned a void ship of some sort. It may be best if she told you everything directly. And with that, please allow me and Master Danrock to take our leave.
The Chancellor and High Factorum offer you their bows.
Perhaps the last request will serve as a welcome distraction. Indeed, your lordship's stay on Dargonis has been rather long. However, your protectorate is now enjoying a period of relative stability for the time being, no longer demands your lordship's personal involvement in its affairs. Glory to the rogue trader!
And with that, I think we are good to save and call it for the night.
And after all this time, no one's managed to clean up that blood on the rug. Oh look, the servo skull is still here to have Nomos
Spying
follow
on
you
us.
around and spy on everything.
Yeah, we'll be switching that out after this. Back to the cherub.
Oh no!
Oh, yes. All right. I believe I got... Did I pick it last week or did you for our raid?
You ended up picking it last time because I didn't have any money.
All right, have anybody this time?
Let's find out. Yeah, we could do Swimming Link.
Yep, and I already have that one, so we are good to raid on that.
And thank you so much for everybody for joining us.
Yep, you'll be able to find me back here again on Tuesday night with more Final Fantasy Tactics, the Inverse Chronicles. Man, that game is so much goddamn harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh, I'm glad I stayed on normal. Yuki, when can they find you?
I'll most likely be back tomorrow night. Not quite sure what I'll be doing yet, but I imagine I should have some time.
All right, everybody, you have a good night and say hi to Swimming Link for us. AGQ signing off.